What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I know what you're thinking. You're probably like, I want to hear his freaking explanation for this. Well, I'm going to break down exactly why I do believe that LOOPRING can go to unheard of numbers, numbers that you may not believe that this can get to. I'll explain why I do think that. And I didn't want to make a video on this because a lot of times this just seems overly aggressive, but I want to make it known that this can actually make a huge move if we do see a lot of this stuff happen. And I'll get into the details of, what I think will actually make this move happen. And even if this move doesn't happen, where this will go without the connection really to GameStop. So guys, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. If you guys are interested in this content and you want me to go over any other coin that does have some detail behind it, that has some push, that has some popularity, I can definitely do that. I don't want to just go over any coin. I want to make sure that it does have popularity because, YouTube is kind of all about clicks, hence why this video is so aggressive, right? And I appreciate anybody that's watching it and actually can hear me out because it's definitely something difficult to take in when you hear something like that. And I said it in my stream, but I wanted to kind of elaborate on it because I feel like it's going to be taken out of context if I don't talk about it here. People are going to see it in the stream and they're going to go, what is this guy talking about? Like, why can he explain this a little bit more? So here it is. Guys, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more videos just like this one. Also, guys, can you check out my Twitch, subscribe to or follow my Twitch? That car was loud. I don't know if you heard that, but subscribe to my Twitch or follow my Twitch. Also, check out my Patreon. I have a bunch of things on Patreon on all three levels. The first level is really for Discord group. The other one is for everything else. There's one other level, or actually two other levels. I plan on making a fourth one. I was going to say third, but I plan on making a fourth one. So definitely just check it out. Helps me out. But let's go ahead and look at LOOPRING today. So we're going to look at the detail and then we'll break down a lot of the things. So today it's at $2.50, which is lower than where it was, where you saw it at $2.86. So it did increase back up to that, like closer to $3 level before resisting and falling back down to a low here of about 248, right? You saw a low earlier in the day around 236, which is great because then you could buy into it and make a move, and you could have made an easy move throughout the day and made some money throughout the day, to tell you the truth. You could have bought 1,000 coins, made an easy $100, $200, maybe $400 and gone on about your day. This is what's crazy about cryptocurrency. A lot of people look at it just for the long term, but it also could be for the short term as well. Yes, you're going to have to pay fees on it, but still, you're going to be able to make a decent amount of money from it as you do maybe day trade or swing trade it. But, just keep that in mind. The movement was pretty good. It's up 2% over the last day. It's still down 13% over the last week. Over the last month, we know it's up 500%. And the last year, it's up 1,237%. So it's up quite a bit from this low point. A lot of people are hoping that it gets back down to this low point, i.e., me, example would be me. I'm hoping that we can see that push back down to this low point. Then again, I don't think it's going to. If we're going to see any low, it's probably going to resist somewhere at $1 or $1.50, but that's pretty much it. If it does get to that lowish low, I don't think it'll go any lower than that, even if we don't see, the connection with GameStop, to tell you the truth. What we need to look at here, right? We need to understand what the volume is really quick. So the volume is up 134% over the last 24 hours. You can see the sell activity is pretty high. The popularity, I think, stayed the same, and the typical hold time went up by a day. So looking at 14 days of typical hold time and looking at 32 in popularity, 32nd in popularity. Now, let's get into the reason why you clicked on this video. Why my prediction is so strong for LOOPRING, why I believe this can go to unheard of numbers, not just saying this can get to $10 or $20 or $30, why this can actually get to a level of $100, $200, $300, $400 in value, probably even more than that, to tell you the truth. Why I believe this could be a really big coin. And I understand how you take this and you're like, oh, well, you know what? I don't believe this. I really don't. Well, it's all speculation, to tell you the truth. I believe that it could make that move. Now, will I not sell a big portion if it does get up to 100? I definitely will sell a big portion if it cuts up to 100. Now, will I sell all of it? No. I'm going to find a way to take out some, keep the rest in there, let it run. And then if it does come back, I buy more, let it run up. I'm going to do that over and over and over again as we do see that get closer and closer to where it's going to get to. But right now, I'm holding. I have 695 coins, and I'm going to hold on to those 695 coins until we see something really, really big, or until we know some information to understand where it's going to go. So now, why do I believe that that can get up there? Now, we're going to get into the Excel spreadsheet and break down what the market caps will be at certain prices and all of that. But I need to talk to you about why I believe it can get up there. Well, you know that it's supposed to have this connection with GameStop, right? A connection with GameStop creates a hodl mentality. Now, a hodl mentality is bigger than anything you could ever dream of because it has a lot of outside factors that don't affect a coin, but it'll affect something like a stock price. So a stock price can, get driven down by all of these shorts. And yes, you can short cryptocurrency, but it's not something that they do a lot. It is something that you could buy in heavy and manipulate the market if they wanted to, but this is not something that they're doing right now. So then again, you're taking all of that stuff out, right? But you still have this hodl mentality, people that are tying themselves from GameStop to LOOPRING. And if you have that hodl mentality, the reason why things increase is because people are holding the position. They hold on to it and let it run, right? This is what is insane about this position because a lot of people will continually hold it. Yes, you have a lot of people that are interested and you have a lot of people that don't know about it. But once that becomes known that GameStop has that tie with LOOPRING, it will be huge, basically to the extent of what you're seeing with GameStop as well. The amount of people that are holding that position, they will hold maybe thousands or tens of thousands of LOOPRING because it's at such a lower price and it's tied to GameStop, right? Just that hype alone will push it up so much higher. So just with that hodl mentality, you're seeing a ton of growth from that alone. Now, even if you don't see that connection, I still think you will see a decent price, not to the level that I'm saying now, but you will see a decent price even without the connection, just because this does have now the popularity because you're even bringing it up into the conversation. Cryptocurrency is all about popularity. And if you have popularity in this position from the start, you're going to have popularity going on for eternity because in order to have growth, you're going to need some sort of mention, some sort of understanding of what your cryptocurrency does. I can create a cryptocurrency that has the best use case in the world, but if it doesn't have any popular connection, if it doesn't have a connection to me in general, like I don't say anything about it, no one will know about it, no one will buy it, and the price will not go up. But this is a different story with this because it's being mentioned every day with something that's tied to GameStop, which is very, very popular. Now that you know that and how this could actually make that move with just the connection to GameStop, now let's look at some different information. So you know that I build these spreadsheets all the time with so many currencies to understand the potential. Well, if we look at here, Ethereum is at 578, let's say at $5,000 price. It's at $578 billion market cap. Now that's pretty high. You look at Bitcoin and that's at $1 trillion. Highest was 1.3 or 1.4 trillion, right? And now you can look at something like LOOPRING, which I go all the way down here. You could see LOOPRING currently at $2.50. So you're looking at, that's $250. Currently at $2.50. You can see here it's at a $3.2 billion market cap, right? Now you look at the growth and you could see here that all of this looks very reasonable. Up to $100 still looks reasonable. $130 billion market cap is not something that I would say is ridiculous or, out of this world or just completely far-fetched. It's not. 130 billion you can definitely get to with something that is very popular because cryptocurrency is all about popularity. Now, what about $400? $400 you would think is absolutely insane because that's $520 billion market cap, which no other coin has even surpassed 200 billion. So why would you expect this to pass 500 billion? Well, I think this can actually make that move based on the connection that you do have with a GameStop, whether you believe it or not. I've been that person that believed AMC, that believed GME, that followed the whole entire thing, understood that everybody's looking for that next, big thing, that next large coin that may end up growing quite a bit. And I think that this could be one of them, right? It still has 1 billion circulating supply, 1.3 billion circulating supply. However, like I said, if it's tied to GameStop, it could be really, really big. And it's all speculation. Again, it's all speculation. So I'm saying this, and I do believe that it could be a possibility. But again, I'm one of those people that finds and accepts profits. So will I find a way to accept some profits at $100? Yes. Will it be difficult if you have a lot of people that accept profits at $50 and $100? Yes. Do I see this happening in the next month? No. Do I see this happening in the next year? No. Do I see this happening maybe in the next 2 years or 3 years? It's definitely a possibility. You know, when you see a lot of people stay hype on GME, you're going to see that connection grow if there is a connection. Now you have to obviously understand what this could be, because you know that there's a rumor. You obviously know that there's a rumor that there's a connection with GME and LOOPRING. However, it's a rumor. It's not news, right? If it was the news and you saw positive or negative news, you would see the impact of that, depending on what it is. So if it's a negative news, basically saying that they have no connection, then you're going to see that price decrease from where it is at $2.50, maybe down to below $2, down to about $1.50, bounce off of $1.50 and see a generous increase because there's popularity. Am I saying that you should hold on from or up to $400 because no matter what, this is going to increase? I'm not saying that. And I'm not giving you financial advice. I'll say it time and time again. I'm not. This is just how I feel about the position and how I'm going to play it out. Yes, at certain sections, at certain prices, I will take profits because it makes sense. You know, if I invested, let's say at $3 and that goes up to $6, it makes sense for me to, find a way to maybe either take my initial investment or take some profit and leave the rest in there, or wait for this to grow up to $10, take my initial investment, leave the rest in there. But as it goes up and up, there's going to be certain portions that I take out. So when it gets to a level of 100, I might only be holding, 150 or 200 LOOPRING, which is cool with me. But you need to play it out what works best for you. And I'm not saying that you hold everything until the point that I say that this can get to, because everything is speculation. Cryptocurrency is not forever. And if you see the whole market pull back, then you're obviously going to see a lot of cryptos that you're invested in pull back. So anyways, that's a 12-minute video. I can always do a further explanation on this, but I think I explained a lot of things well. Let me know if I did. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. Also hit the notification bell for more LOOPRING videos, more videos in general. Also check out some of the links in the description below, as well as following my Twitch and my Patreon. But I'm going to get out of here and I'll catch you guys in the next video.